When Bad Black burst onto the social scene around 2009, nobody knew where she had got insane volumes of cash that she was throwing around. This would change 3 years later when her benefactor showed up. Just how a 19-year-old half-educated poor African girl managed to con a 53-year-old British millionaire of close to $4 million is the mystery we unravel in this video. Let's say you are a city hustler that hardly makes $100 a week. You weave scheme after scheme with little or no success. Then suddenly you hit a jackpot. A naive stranger trusts you with millions of dollars. The volume is so breathtaking. You have even never dreamt of such huge money, leave alone touching it. All you have to do for him is register a company in your country and you instantly own 25% of those millions. I am not narrating to you a movie, but describing the true story of Shanita Namuyimbwa, a Ugandan socialite known as Bad Black. Bad Black would start to live like a Hollywood star, enjoying luxury resorts with fancy facilities, sipping expensive wines, cruising posh cars, and shopping from luxury stores. She would give whoever cared to receive a bit of this cash, from throwing expensive parties to buying men for a night, sponsoring her boyfriend Medi Sentongo, and throwing open bars. Tabloids would lap her up, creating a larger-than-life picture of the teenage overnight millionaire. All seems great until trouble comes calling. David Greenag, a British engineer whose money she's throwing around, surfaces and demands proof of the investments he has been sending money for. There is nothing to show for the $3.9 million, an equivalence of 11 billion Uganda shillings then. Greenhag had opened a company giving Bad Black 25% shares, though she had paid nothing. He remained with the 75% shares. The company was a real estate business which would eventually engage in other businesses. They registered it as Davention, created from the short form of their first names, David and Shanita. Soon, the case is in court with Bad Black boldly unrepentant. Her Ugandan boyfriend, Medi Sentongo, indicted along with her, is arrogant. They think the case will just die. Black knows she'll buy her way out of trouble as she later unintentionally confesses in court that she had bribed the police investigators with 50 million shillings, which is approximately $15,000, so that she would not be arrested and prosecuted. But the case goes on anyway, and rather interesting revelations are made, including details of their sex encounters, which she volunteers to the court. Bad Black is found guilty of embezzlement and jailed for 4 years. Her accomplice and boyfriend, Medi Sentongo, is jailed for 18 months. They both serve their sentences. For Medi, that's the end, but for Bad Black, just another beginning.
I don't regret, that's me. I don't hide the real me. Yenze Shanita, yenze Bad Black, yenze. You love me, hate me, that's your problem.
Bad Black inspired a 2016 action comedy film written, produced and directed by Isaac Godfrey Nawana. In the movie, a man named Swaz robs a bank and gets chased by police. He orders his child assistant, Bud Spencer, to jump from the car with the money as he leads police elsewhere. After being chased for some time, Swazi is eventually trapped and is killed when he accidentally shoots his car, causing it to explode. In the slums of Kampala, Uganda, a young girl runs away from home and ends up in a charity trafficking ring led by a former Uganda People's Defense Forces commando in the ghetto. After enduring weeks of abuse and witnessing other children being murdered in cold blood, the girl takes matters into her own hands and kills the ringleader. 10 years later, the girl has grown up to become Bad Black. The children have become the biggest crime syndicate in Kampala, with Black as the leader. Alan Sally, an American doctor whose whole family were US Army commandos, is in Kampala giving aid to the people of the slums. He encounters Bad Black, who mistakes him for a commando due to his designer dog tags. After receiving Alan's business card, Bad Black sneaks into his hotel and steals his money and passport.
And then there comes Bad Black, and she's a lady, she has a lot of money, so it's, for me, I had to, come out with a movie that really is like narrowing the gap between the rich and the poor.
By the end of her 4-year jail term, Bad Black has nothing left of the close to $4 million embezzled from Daphne Shan, the company she co-owned with Green Hog. Giving up on the social scene would have been the natural decision for any normal person, but Bad Black is not your ordinary type. She instead chooses to publish one stunt after another, all geared towards enabling her bounce back. Her popularity keeps rising. Her media appearances reap extraordinary ratings. Companies, reputable businesses, and even government agencies begin to clamor for her endorsement. The academia is not left behind, with Victoria University unveiling her as its brand ambassador. Bad Black is a curious case of romance con artists taken to a high and daring level. Romance cons occur when a criminal adopts a fake identity to gain a victim's affection and trust. The scammer then uses the illusion of a romantic or close relationship to manipulate and steal from the victim. The criminals who cut out romance scams are experts at what they do and will seem genuine and caring.
Darling, how are you? Where are you coming from? My name is Shanta. I'm a Ugandan. Yeah, what do you do for a living?
I'm an investor.
Oh, really? Are you married?
No.
You have kids?
I have two.
I give you twins, so we make for...
How much?
How
How
you
much?
don't worry. We shall talk about it. Kati au kumachanga musomere emirimu gye tukola wano. Nkola mu government, Zimba.
The scammer's intention is to establish a relationship as quickly as possible and endear herself to the victim and gain his trust. With this trust cultivated, she begins to unleash one cash problem after another, beginning with small amounts and then progressing to bigger ones.
After 2 days, omukubire simu, hello honey,
Hello.
my grandpa is dead.
This is how exactly Bad Black manipulated and conned David Greenberg. She went as far as producing a child with her victim. Bad Black was born in 1989 in Zana, near Uganda's capital Kampala, where she lived most of her childhood life. She tried out schooling but later dropped out in senior 2.